Hi, I'm Terry Miller, the Chief Operating Officer for SFM Mutual in Bloomington, Minnesota. And I think I'm standing too close to the mic. As Jeff mentioned earlier, we're a new member of GIA this year, and it's very exciting to be a partner with the GIA. As you've heard today from the 7 entrepreneurs that have spoke, and you'll hear from our 8th and final here in a minute, we have intelligent people who have found a problem, rather than developing a solution and then looking for a problem. They have found problems or process improvements and developed a solution. And so it's very exciting to be a part of that and to be able to improve our business. The next company that you'll hear from, we've been so excited to work with because they've tapped into something that is so meaningful to employers, employee wellness. And you'll get to hear a fun story about how we're going to be able to improve employee wellness, which is so important in a variety of insurance products. So please join me in a rousing entry for Alex Devoto, who is the founder and CEO of LVLFi.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully saving the best for last here, or the bar's only 8 minutes away, so we'll see what we can do. So my name's Alex, and I'm here to talk to you about obesity and inactivity. As everyone knows, inactivity is a growing problem. Sitting is the new smoking, and this is how bad it is. Over 74% of Americans are overweight, and 36% are obese. That number is rising. The estimated healthcare costs of obesity is $2 trillion. Cancer, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, all increase significantly due to obesity. Now, workforce illnesses are estimated at $576 billion annually in the US. So, corporate America has tried to respond to this epidemic by creating wellness programs. In fact, corporate America spends $878 per employee per year on wellness. Why? Because according to a recent Harvard meta-study, if you walk 10,000 steps per day, you lower your risk of getting cancer by 20%. It is the best thing you can do to lower your risk of getting cancer. The American Heart Association recently concluded that healthy people that meet national exercise goals save $500 per year on their health care. And if you have had cardiovascular disease and you're paying those associated increasing costs, you save $2,500 per year. So that's the problem and what it costs. Now, the majority of people don't like doing exercise, like this guy. But they do like playing games. And this is where we come in, if the button works. Our company's called LVLFi. It's an amalgamation of the words level up and fitness. And at LVLFi, we gamify exercise. We do this by building a platform of games that encourage and reward players to exercise more and break sedentary habits. Our company configurable app encourages users to exercise more, builds communities, and encourages participation rates. And it's based on science. Now, how many people here are familiar with Pokemon Go who had kids who played it? I'm sure more than a few. I saw quite a lot of hands actually there. So the great thing about Pokemon Go is that a ton of data came out of it. It was downloaded 100 million times, and scientific papers got written about it. And this is what they found. So in the first 6 months alone, the game made $1.5 billion in revenue. So not bad for a bunch of guys in a basement somewhere. But the people who played the game, they walked a total of 5 billion miles and lost 100 million pounds of weight. So we took this data and decided to develop our own platform of games designed for different demographics, all with the same thing in mind: get people off the couch and moving around. These are some of our games. This is Calorie Crush, and you can see our Race Around the World game, some famous landmarks there in Iowa as well. So we are now patent pending. We count your steps on your Fitbit, on your wearable, on your phone, convert these into a virtual currency that can be spent both in-game and for real-life rewards. And these give benefits. Benefits to the player: get to play fun games, lose weight, and win prizes. And benefits to both the employer and the insurer. We have a solution for both, but today I'm going to talk mostly about the employers. We drive user engagement to wellness programs. We push the needle to get more employees involved in wellness challenges and exercising more. We collect more personalized data for better underwriting, and by lowering the costs, lowering the risks that employees will get chronic diseases, we lower healthcare costs for companies. Healthy and happy employees take less sick days and recover faster when they are ill. And a community approach to wellness fosters a sense of loyalty to each other and to a company that cares about its employees' well-being. For the insurer, we are mostly a cost reduction service, but offer customer acquisition and customer retention benefits, as well as a potential new marketing avenue. So, how do we reduce costs? Well, we had two Swiss Re actuaries reverse engineer one of Cigna's big cancer models, and this is what they found. Cigna will already today pay you, in policy rebates and reductions, about $1 for every 10,000 steps you take. And they are not alone. Vitality, part of John Hancock, will give you a free Apple Watch if you hit your 10,000 steps per day target. So we know that insurers value steps. And at LVLFi, we increase steps. Increased steps equals a lower rate of disease, and lower rates of disease equals lower healthcare costs. A percentage of those healthcare costs goes to pay us, and goes to pay for prizes to further incentivize users to take more steps. For our team, there are 3 of us full-time: myself, a COO, and a programmer, and 11 part-time and contract workers, mostly involved in game programming and artwork production, including ex-EA and Ubisoft programmers and a Simpsons animator. Now, in terms of competition, the closest is a company called Sweatcoin. Sweatcoin gives you prizes for taking steps. Now, the great thing about Sweatcoin is they've had 11 million total downloads with 2 million monthly active users, and we're number 2 on the iPhone Apple Health Store, on the App Store. So Sweatcoin have proven that an app that gives you prizes and pays you to take steps can get millions of monthly users. Now, while Sweatcoin don't offer any prizes, can only give pennies per 1,000 steps taken, due to our innovative financing model, we can offer the users a 10x to 100x better prizes for the same amount of steps taken. We offer exponentially better prizes to the user for those same amount of steps. So, some of our games can now be demoed. This is one of them. And we are closing negotiations for paid pilots over the summer. And actually, I wrote that a few days ago. I'm very happy to announce that we've actually closed our first pilot, and hopefully to close the second pilot by the end of the week. So thank you for your time. Please come and speak to us after the presentation. As we like to say, live active and level up. Thank you.